The Health Services Union has asked its president, Michael Williamson, to resign. The scandal-battered union says it can't wait for various reports to be released and has acted now because too much damage is being done. Mr Williamson stood aside from his role last October on full pay after embezzlement allegations were made against him. Today's move by most of the union's national executive comes just days after the peak union body, the ACTU, suspended the HSU from its ranks. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
10 out of 14 of the union's national executive want the HSU's national president, Michael Williamson, gone, before an internal report on union finances by former Royal Commissioner Ian Temby QC is delivered.
Until that information is out there and everybody knows what's gone on, we're not going to be able to put this behind us and really move on.
Michael Williamson stood aside last October pending investigations, but has remained on full pay, rumoured to be as much as $350,000 a year.
We're asking him to stand down because these allegations are continuing to cripple the union in a way which we just can't tolerate.
Mr Williamson, who couldn't be contacted for comment, has been accused of using union money for the benefit of a company he owns, but has not been charged with any offence.
We've been waiting to find out whether in fact any of the allegations against Mr Williamson have substance. He's entitled to the presumption of innocence until he's found guilty, and we haven't got that yet.
In addition to the Temby report and the Fair Work Australia investigation, which looked at present and past HSU officials, including Labor MP Craig Thompson, the HSU is also being investigated by police. Others in the union want to know why make this decision now.
This could have been resolved 7 months ago, but 7 months ago everyone went quiet.
Rather than displaying unity, the calls for Mr Williamson to depart have highlighted the internal divisions within the HSU. Its National Secretary, Cathy Jackson, who Chris Brown accuses of coveting Michael Williamson's job, was intentionally excluded from the phone hookup.
In addition to that, Ms Jackson, there's some allegations that have been made public against Ms Jackson that haven't yet been fully tested yet. So from that point of view, we feel it was inappropriate that she's involved because she can't maintain an objectivity that the national executive in this matter needs to obtain.
That's an outrageous statement for him to make when I've been at the forefront of this from the beginning, and more importantly, there's an opportunity for Chris Brown, if there's any allegations about me or anybody else, take them to the relevant authorities. Secondly, I do not covet Michael Williamson's position.
Cathy Jackson also wants Michael Williamson out, but she's angry her demand for a full teleconference of the executive has been rejected.
There shouldn't be backroom meetings. There should be meetings, formal meetings with the executive to have a formal position. What is so important in their lives tomorrow when the HSU is facing such a crisis that then they're refusing to meet as a national executive?
Cathy Jackson says the HSU executive should let members decide who runs the union.
I think that every member of the national executive should resign en masse and that they should go to election and let the members decide who they want to see running this union to root out corruption out of this union.
On Thursday, Unions New South Wales will likely dump Michael Williamson as its vice president, and the HSU says the process of ousting Mr Williamson could take several months. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.